Hey, what's going on, Scatterbrains? Thank you for coming back to another episode of Brilliancy. My name is Travis, and I'm here to do a review for Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 8. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with y'all. I was extremely bored by tonight's episode, and tonight would definitely not be the normal kind of review that I do, just because we'll get into that in just a moment. But housekeeping things before we get into the review. Thank you so much to those who donated to the Donors Choose. It has been fully funded, so that won't be in the description, but the GoFundMe for my frat brother still will be in my description. Thank you to all the Scatterbrains who tuned into my live earlier this week, where we celebrated 9K Scatterbrains, which I don't even think I said anything about that. We talked about Married at First Sight a little bit. I got to see my kids and how they be just on 10. But for those who missed it, I made my big announcement, and knowing that this review is not going to be the way that I want it to be, I'm giving a nice little treat to my Scatterbrains. So for those who missed the video, you can go back and watch it probably like halfway through to get the full story. But I've come out with my own Christmas wrapping paper based off of some pictures that I did last December. My Instagram name is @TravisAThompson, and I did some December sketches every day of the month of December from the 1st to the 25th, and I always wanted to find a way to utilize them, and I came up with wrapping paper. So where'd it go? So I ended up designing my own wrapping paper that features 4 or 5 of the characters that I created last December. So I took all of it, turned it into wrapping paper, and I am selling it now. It is $5 plus tax a roll, plus shipping. And I am letting my Scatterbrains get early access to the pre-order by using the link in the description. You can go ahead and place your order now. For pre-orders, shipments will be out. We'll be starting to, I'm so sleepy. Shipments will start going out no later than November 1st. But like I said, I'm doing pre-orders now. The pre-order will be opened up to the public on Friday. But like I said, I wanted to give my Scatterbrain something special, because I know this review is not going to be up to its normal its normal standards. But so this is what the wrapping paper looks like. It features, like I said, characters that I have done. Each roll is 27.5 inches long widthwise and 8 feet in length. So it's a nice amount of wrapping paper, only $5 plus shipping. So if you're interested in buying my wrapping paper, link is down in the description. And if you want to know more about it, go back to the live from earlier this week. Y'all, I'm so tired. It was difficult getting through this episode. Now, the reason why I don't feel like this review is going to be the way it normally is because it's not that a lot didn't happen, but a lot didn't happen, if that makes sense. This whole episode was about pretty much everybody getting ready for their housewarming party and having, I think, all friends. I don't know if no family came over. So having family and friends come over to see where the couples are now staying. Every couple pretty much went through the exact same thing. They were getting ready for the housewarming. The housewarming parties happened. During the housewarming parties, the spouses talked to their spouses, family or friends, very similar to what they did after the wedding. And we got a little bit of footage of people doing some stuff unrelated, I think, but that was related. Never mind. And then the guys all got together and the girls all got together. And notes wise, it was too much trying to keep up with everything. So this is not going to be a play-by-play at all. I'm just going to maybe point out a couple of things, and we're going to get on up off of here because I'm tired. When it comes to Girla, one of the big things that they talked about today was the budget. He wants to set a budget, but Mirla really doesn't set budgets like that. He was saying he spends $150 every 3 weeks on groceries, which, I guess if he was by himself, I guess that wouldn't be too bad. But I guess mine might be a little bit less. She says she uses her credit cards, but she pays them off every month. What I thought was very interesting was apparently Pastor Cal challenged them with showing each other their savings accounts. And did y'all notice that when they showed the savings account, it wasn't something for us. It wasn't any of our business. It wasn't anything that they were letting us know. That they were able to look at each other's savings accounts, see what the other person had. So it was nice to see that level of transparency between them, because I think that shows a level of trust to be able to say, hey, I'm going to let you see something that's private information. And neither one of them seemed to judge the other about whatever it was they saw. Obviously, Mirla has, she makes more money than Gilbert. And I know his real name is not Gilbert. That's just what I decided to call him. Mirla makes more money than Gilbert because he's a firefighter. And apparently firefighters don't make that much. They out here risking their lives, but you know, hey, I'm out here teaching them. Never mind. Completely different video another time. So he says she's in a completely different tax bracket. He says something about having money back home in Colombia. Not really sure how that works. Like, what is? I was wondering, like, I don't want to stereotype, but what's that money? But we're not gonna spend too much time on that. Later in the episode, he debriefs Mirla about the conversation that the guys had, but you know, not much to talk about there. Mirla finally gets a chance to meet his mom via FaceTime or Skype or something like that, because his mom was not at the wedding because I guess she was back home in Colombia. They showed a clip of the wedding and showed that she recorded a message that was played for him, which was nice. So Mirla finally got to meet him, but I thought it was weird because, I mean, they seem to have nice pleasantries between them two, but every time Mirla, I guess, tried to make a joke about money or, you know, trying to get him to spend a little bit of money, it was like awkward silence. And did anybody else feel like this episode was edited like heavily, like it was like almost music video like at times? And I was kind of like, okay, y'all did a lot with the animals last week. What's going on this week? Like, it's a bit much, okay? They talk about her being bougie extra. She acting like she don't know what that means, and I'm like, you gotta know what that means. Housewarming party, I have absolutely no notes on, because pretty much every single couple at the housewarming, when they talked to the people gave them insight that made them make some things make a little bit more sense. And they took the information that was given to them and they were like, okay, I'm gonna apply this to the future. I'm not going through what every single person told everybody. It was just too much, okay? So that's all I got for Girla. We're gonna move on. We can go ahead and go to Michaela next, just staying in order. He gets up with his friend Jerron, and he's just trying to, catch him up on what's been going on, because Jerron is going to be coming to the housewarming party. I know some people in the comments were saying that, I guess, on Unfiltered, maybe, I guess, last week, Zach said that Michaela told him that she doesn't like to be woken up or awakened. So that's why he did not tell her he was leaving. And like I said, I think I either said this in the live or said this last week, I have an issue with the Unfiltered stuff because they're editing the show to look a specific kind of way, and then you have the Unfiltered show that comes right afterwards that gives context, when the truth of the matter is, if y'all would just give us context in the episode, we wouldn't need Unfiltered. So I just go off of what I see on the regular episode. I'm not spending a whole extra 30 to an extra hour on top of the 2 hours to watch y'all tell me stuff about what I just watched. I'm not doing that. So, I mean, once having that bit of information, okay, I can see why you would just up and leave. But still, at the end of the day, you still should have sent a text. I don't care what anybody says. Some people said that she was throwing a tantrum, which she was, but he still should have sent the text. Even if you didn't wake her up, most people, when they wake up, they look at their phone. So you could have easily sent her a text and said, hey, I'm out doing da-da-da-da-da. I'll see you when I get back. Simple. So after they met with Pastor Cal last week, apparently Michaela called off the housewarming. Exactly why she called it off, I don't know. To me, just being perfectly honest with y'all, both of them seem like big babies. You know, I don't know for sure. They're both the youngest of the group. I know Zach is the youngest guy, and I don't know if Michaela is the youngest girl. But at this point, they both getting on my nerves. This whole episode, they both got on my nerves, especially Zach, and they are both big babies. I need both of them to grow up, okay? Like, I think this is another moment where we must be missing context, because I'm like, y'all seem to have resolve with Pastor Cal. Like, was there another blow up or something that made you call off the housewarming? I don't know, but I'm just like, y'all are getting on my nerves, acting like children. So she called up the housewarming, and that ticked him off. And he's starting to notice a trend with his past girlfriends, with these girls who are so like, they blow up about stuff and he don't like that. Okay, cool, whatever. They have the housewarming, and clearly his aura is off the whole time. They talk to the people, get information, cool. So after the housewarming, they talk, and he's like, he's not over the situation. And he said he had more anxiety coming to the housewarming than he did the wedding. And for me, either I just wasn't paying attention, or I missed something, or something wasn't shown, because I'm not really sure like what happened that was so bad to give you that much anxiety. Like, I don't understand anxiety because that's not my story, and I know that that's a real thing, but I'm just trying to figure out what happened that made it such a big deal. And she's trying to apologize, and he's saying he feels horrible, he's heartbroken, and he doesn't want to stay there overnight over whatever it is that happened. And I feel like we ain't even seen them that much, and I'd be okay if I did not see them next week. I don't know what it was about Michaela tonight, but they both really just, they got on my nerves, okay? All right, moving on. Bonnie. She talks to a friend and kind of catches the friend up. I believe the friend ends up coming to the housewarming as well. She feels like Johnny is being dismissive regarding some things, and the friend is just trying to give her some perspective on how Johnny may be seeing things. After that meeting, they get into bed, and clearly something is wrong with Johnny. Johnny has a bad habit, it seems, of being in his head, thinking things through. And when Bao was in the bed and she's talking to him, like, she is focused. Like, her gaze at him, it is so focused. Like, she lays in the bed and she's just like, and he's just in the bed like his uncomfortableness is just making me uncomfortable. Because fast forward to the gatherings. The gatherings wasn't really much of nothing. When the girls got together and the guys got together, it was another thing of like, I feel like, what's the point of me reviewing when they're reviewing it? You know what I mean? Because that's all they're doing. They're just telling everybody what happened. The stuff we already saw. I don't feel like we got any new information about anybody. Nothing out of the ordinary happened in this episode. But the biggest thing during the guys' meeting was Johnny, like I said, he was so in his mind, and he was thinking that maybe, I thought I was ready to get married, but I actually wasn't. And then he ends up having like a breakdown while he's there. And I guess like he has some inner turmoil going on, and I don't really know exactly what it's about. But he gets up and he goes to the bathroom, and then short Jose comes and checks on him, and they hug it out. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm just sleepy, but what is going on with this episode? Like, I'm just so lost. And Johnny is doing his interview, and he's hitting us with his shaky cry, and he's just like, I'm not trying to make fun of the fact that he cried. We all cry, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, make it stop. Okay. Let's go back up to my notes about Bonnie. So he tells her, I'm just like, what if I'm not ready? And she was wondering the same thing. They had a housewarming. She ain't really feeling it, but she's just trying to do her thing there. And that's really all I got for them. They talk in the bed towards the end of the episode. Things seem like they might be going in a better direction. Whatever. For Brian, I literally have 4 lines. He works out with his buddy. I don't remember if his buddy actually showed up to the housewarming, but at some point there was some slow motion foot. Oh, they showed slow. She was talking about, I know I'm going real fast. She talked about how nice his body was, I think, and talking about he looked like an action figure, and the editors hit us with like a slow motion thing, and I was like, y'all could have kept that. But okay, for the sake of the show, whatever. Like I said, the editing and the whole episode today was just very. But the good thing is, for both of them, they feel like their attraction to each other is growing. They both seem to be really into each other. They have not been intimate yet, but it's obvious that they are both thinking about it. And finally, Rose. I don't have a lot to say about Rose tonight, which is crazy. The episode started off with them going to a plant sanctuary, or whatever it's called, where you go buy plants and stuff. He's planned out everything, and it was getting on my nerves. Sure, Jose was getting on my nerves tonight with all his planning. Like, I mean, it's just, It was all of the like, oh, let's not get a hydrangea. Let's get some cilantro. Let's get some basil. Like, it was all of that. I don't even have the energy to do Jose tonight, y'all. I'm sorry. But I don't know why. Everybody was getting on my nerves. I don't know why. Everybody was getting on my nerves tonight. But during the housewarming, when Rachel is talking to Jose's stepmom, she says he's gonna have to lighten up when it comes to, how strict he is about this whole budget thing. And he got on my nerves even more because he ran his little self into the room to go get that budget board to bring it out again. And that's what I mean. Like, it's too attention seeking for me. Because you have Girla on one hand, they're talking about finances. At not one point did we ever hear a figure for how much either of them have in their savings account, how much either of them spend on their bills, yada, yada, yada. But here we have short Jose trying to pick the board up off the wall because he can't reach it and he's standing on his tippy toes to get it. And flashing the camera again, all his expenses, like, it is so braggadocious and it's getting on my nerves. Like, it's somebody, I think in the comments said it's like a Napoleon thing, and I am agreeing with you. Like, I don't know what you're trying to prove, short man. Okay, it's great. You did some stuff. Great. But like, we are tired of seeing your budget board. Rachel looks like she's tired of seeing your budget board. Why are you showing us this? It's none of our business. Granted, we got it. You did good for yourself. You saved some money. Okay, cool. Go sit down somewhere. Go. I mean, it's not that far from you standing up to the chair. I mean, just sit down. Let me get back on track. Yeah, he's dismissing Rachel again. Short Jose is a control freak. That's really what it comes down to. And that is going to be their biggest issue. So if we talk about where everybody is standing today, I would say it seems like Brian and Girla seem to be on the best track as of this episode. So, that's really all I got for this episode. I don't feel like it was much. It was 2 hours long, but it wasn't enough for me to sit here and give y'all a play-by-play of what happened. If you missed the episode, you ain't really missed nothing. Just being perfectly honest with you. I don't feel like we got anything I feel like you could skip this episode, watch next week, and don't feel like and not miss anything. That's really how I feel about it tonight. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode. I know that there's probably stuff that I missed that you might have wanted me to talk about. Point it out in the comments and I can maybe give you my thoughts down there. Thank y'all for watching this. Again, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and all of that good stuff. My Frat Brothers GoFundMe again is in the description. If you want to get you a roll of my wrapping paper, that link will be in the description. It's $5. Don't know if I said that. It's a limited amount. I don't have a lot of it. I ordered a certain amount, and once it's gone, it is gone. But yeah, that's all I got right now, Scatterbrains. I had a lot of fun on our live. If you did not watch live, you should go watch live. It was fun. I had a lot of fun talking to y'all the other night. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it on the bed, And yeah, make sure y'all staying safe out here. Charlotte is getting a little crazy. I don't know if Charlotte is making national news, but Charlotte is getting real crazy. These teenagers out here, they wilding. They are wilding. So y'all just, keep y'all thoughts and prayers for Charlotte, man. We got some ish going on right now, but y'all make sure y'all take it easy, and I'll be seeing y'all soon. Peace.